Good morning. Hear now your invocation. Spirit of life, come, be present with us. Sing in our hearts and stir our sense of compassion. Blow through the wind and rise up in the sea. Move your hand to give life and shape to eliminate injustice. Roots, hold us close. Wings, set us free. Spirit of life, come now. Let your light surround us and your love enfold us. Let your power protect us and your presence watch over us. For your light is stronger than darkness, and your life is stronger than weakness. This we offer in your precious name, Spirit of life. Amen. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning, Ursinus College graduates and families. My name is Joe DeSimone. I'm a 1986 graduate of Ursinus College and professor of translational medicine and chemical engineering at Stanford University. And I'm chair of the Board of Trustees. And I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming you to today's commencement ceremony on behalf of the college's leadership team and all the faculty, staff, and trustees. Thank you, Reverend Wright Riggins, for beginning today's ceremony with such a moving invocation. Commencement is our college's most revered tradition. As an alum and proud father of an Ursinus graduate, I relish every opportunity to champion the innovative liberal arts education that we offer and the mission and values of our institution. Today, we gather to celebrate the indomitable spirit of the graduating class of 2023. This is a class that has witnessed firsthand the ravages of a pandemic, the deep-seated social injustices that were laid bare by the murder of George Floyd, and the myriad of other challenges that life has thrown their way. And yet, despite all of it, you have emerged as a shining example of resilience, determination, and leadership. You have demonstrated that in the face of adversity, your capacity for compassion, empathy, and innovation knows no bounds. As you step out into the world, you carry with you the lessons of the past, the courage to challenge the status quo, and the vision to create a brighter, more equitable future for all. So let us give you the recognition you so richly deserve, for you are the architects of a world that is yet to come. Congratulations, class of 2023. Before we continue today, I'd like to acknowledge the loss of our friend, mentor, and colleague, Professor Scott Deacle, who unexpectedly passed away on May 5th. As our community mourns and heals, please join me in a moment of silence to honor Scott. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Senior Class President Michael Green, who will introduce to you today our commencement speaker.
Good morning and welcome to the class of 2023. Congratulations. You should all be proud of the work that you've put in and the time spent getting here today. Today is for you, so I ask one thing of you: be present. The future will come and you will all go do amazing things, I'm sure. But for now, be present and enjoy the celebration of your achievements. Today I have the honor of introducing the student and commencement speakers for this morning. Our student speaker is Charlotte Driver. Charlotte is graduating with a degree in Media and Communication Studies and a minor in Studio Art. She's a member of the Theta Chi chapter of the Communication Honor Society. In the fall of this year, one of her research papers was accepted for presentation at a professional academic conference. Charlotte has been very active on campus. She's made waves in the swimming pool, racing all 4 years. Last year, at the Centennial Conference Championships, she earned a 7th place finish in the women's 200-yard butterfly, which ranks 9th all-time in school history. She has also been selected twice for the Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll. When not in the pool, Charlotte can be seen giving tours around campus. She's worked in the admissions office for the past 4 years, this year as a head admissions fellow. Charlotte also shines in the spotlight as the co-president of the A Cappella Club. After graduation, she plans to work in social work or counseling. We will hear from Charlotte after the conferring of the honorary degrees. It is now my privilege to introduce to you all our commencement speaker for this morning, Professor Roosevelt Montas. Dr. Montas joins us from Columbia University, where he's a senior lecturer for the Center for American Studies and regularly teaches courses in the core curriculum. He received a PhD in English and Comparative Literature from Columbia University. In 2004, he was awarded the Bancroft Award for his dissertation, Rethinking America. In 2008, he received the Dominican Republic's National Youth Prize. From 2008 to 2018, he served as the director of the Center for the Core Curriculum and Associate Dean of Academic Affairs at Columbia College. He is also director for Columbia's Freedom and Citizenship Program. Dr. Montas is a strong advocate for a value of a liberal arts education. In 2021, he published Rescuing Socrates, How the Great Books Changed My Life and Why They Matter for a New Generation with Princeton University Press. He explained that, quote, "The driving force behind the book is the way in which liberal education has altered and enriched the trajectory of my life," end quote. Columbia's core courses and our CIE courses both use primary text to examine fundamental questions central to the human experience. Plato's Republic, Smith's Wealth of Nations, and Genesis are a few of the texts that are used in both programs. Through the study of these texts, we as students have had to consider for ourselves what makes a good life. In fact, in his book, Dr. Montas suggests that, quote, "Instead of asking how to make a living, liberal education asks what's living for," end quote. I'm sure that what Dr. Montas shares with us today will help us all reflect more deeply on this question in our lives. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome to the stage Renee Plesner, lecturer and scholar, Dr. Roosevelt Montas.
Good morning. President Robin Hannigan, Dean Mark Schneider, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished alumni, members of the faculty, members of the administrative staff, family and friends, members of the great Ursinus class of 2023, congratulations. We are gathered here to celebrate your achievements, which are also the achievements of this institution and the achievements, quite significantly, of the families and friends gathered around you. So I want to single out the families that are here, whose support, encouragement, and investment in each student that is graduating today has made this occasion possible. Congratulations, families. I am humbled by the honor of addressing you on this pivotal day of your life, a day that will live in your memories and the memories of those of your family members and loved ones, supporters, faculty who are here. It will live in your memory for many years. You will remember this day. You'll remember these buildings. You'll remember this drizzle. As to the things I say today, it is unlikely that you'll remember any of it. And that is as it should be. What I say today is not meant to be remembered. It is merely meant to remind you of what your education at Ursinus has been about. It is a matter of astonishment to me that I am here, wearing these funny clothes of medieval design, looking at you dressed en masse in similarly silly and obsolete outfits. What brings us here today in such pomp and ceremony? How is it that this person with an ambiguous accent who grew up in the mountains of the Dominican Republic is here to address you on the day of your graduation? Let us consider for a moment that which has brought us together this morning. To use a phrase familiar to you, we share a common intellectual experience. Sometimes that experience is characterized, as it is in your famous CIE course, by a set of texts we read together, think about together, and talk about together. I looked at your CIE syllabus for the fall of 2019 and spring of 2020. I saw Plato's allegory of the cave there, and Frederick Douglass's narrative of the life of an American slave. I saw Darwin and Descartes, Euripides and Sappho, Sigmund Freud and Karl Marx, John Stuart Mill and Alison Bechdel, Michelle Alexander and Adam Smith. These texts, these formative intellectual experiences we have in common. Perhaps your life, like mine, has been transformed by that experience. Your perspectives of the world, like mine, shifted and altered by reflecting with peers and professors on some of the most fundamental issues that concern us as human beings. This experience that we share, embodied in CIE and in your Quest curriculum, can be described more generally as the experience of liberal education. In myriad and incalculable ways, we have been formed by the values, practices, and vision of liberal education. And what is that, liberal education? In its simplest terms, liberal education is an education for freedom. Education is always for something. It is never neutral. And while the education you have received at Ursinus prepares you for many things, its fundamental aim has not been to fit you for an occupation, but to prepare you for a way of life, and specifically that way of life we call free. The concern of liberal education is not with how you will make your living, but with how you will live your life. It takes you as a whole human being and tries to equip you to face that condition in all of its mystery and complexity. Allow me to focus your mind on the stakes of a liberal education by telling you an old story, one that was first written down about 2,000 years ago, but which, like our oldest stories, had a long life in oral tradition before that. The story comes from the Pali Canon, the oldest record of the Buddha's teachings. While staying in the city of Savatthi, the Buddha receives a visit from the king, King Pasenadi of Kosala. The king arrives in the middle of the day and, as was customary, bows down and sits to one side. After a little while, the Buddha turns to him and asks, "Well now, great king, where are you coming from in the middle of the day?" King Pasenadi replies, I'm paraphrasing, "I've been doing typical kingly things, affairs of state, imposing order and the like." The Buddha then presents the king with the following scenario. "What do you think, great king? Suppose a man trustworthy and reliable were to come to you from the east, and on arrival would say, 'If it please your majesty, you should know that I come from the east. There I saw a great mountain as high as the clouds coming this way, crushing all living things in its path. Do whatever you think should be done.' This messenger is followed by 3 more, from the west, the north, and the south, each with the same dreadful news of an approaching cataclysm. 'If it please your majesty, you should know that great mountains as high as the clouds are coming this way from all directions, crushing all living beings in their path. Do whatever you think should be done.' Faced with such calamity, the Buddha asks the king, what should be done? King Pasenadi responds with platitudes. What else should be done but Dhamma conduct, right conduct, skillful deeds, meritorious deeds? Then the Buddha drops a teaching that is at once startling and self-evident. I inform you, great king, I announce to you, great king, aging and death are rolling in on you. When aging and death are rolling in on you, great king, what should be done? In his stark way, the Buddha poses the basic question we all live with, a question that lies at the heart of a liberal education and of the life of freedom. When aging and death are rolling in on you, what should be done? I don't bring up this story on this refulgent day in order to depress you. It's almost tried to say, but true nonetheless, that the awareness of your own death makes life all the more sweeter, makes something miraculous out of what might otherwise seem trivial. Raindrops, like the ones we're hearing, leaves blowing in the wind, friends, memories, they all become more radiant, not more gloomy, when you keep in mind how fleeting they all are. Montaigne said, you do not die because you're sick, you die because you're alive. You cannot be truly alive without a vivid sense of your own mortality. The degree to which you protect yourself from the awareness of death is the exact same degree to which you remove yourself from life, from the electrifying and convulsing currents of vitality that pass through us from moment to moment. Liberal education is an approach to learning that foregrounds our existential condition. It takes seriously the idea that rational inquiry into the fundamental questions of life is a worthwhile endeavor for each of us. There is probably no more powerful tool for such an inquiry than open discussion in small groups of seminal works from our literary and philosophical past. Which is why I so admire this institution's commitment to making liberal education the axis upon which the intellectual life of its students and faculty turns. When I applied to college, I didn't know what a liberal arts college was, nor what a research university was, nor what a liberal education was. I can't help but wonder what it would have taken to get someone like me, a low-income immigrant high school student, to grasp the meaning of a liberal education at a place like Ursinus. As I pose that question, it strikes me that making liberal education available to people who have been traditionally denied it is a task of the greatest importance today. Something fundamental about our national life is at stake in whether liberal education is accessible to all or only to a privileged few. Our political culture is faltering precisely along the lines that liberal education is meant to address. A democracy cannot long survive without citizens educated for the task of deliberative self-governance, citizens educated not only for jobs, but for the life of freedom. As you reach this milestone in your liberal education, some questions you confront are deeply personal. What have I learned, really? Who have I become in these years of intense focus and growth and experience? What do I want beyond college? What is worth striving after? Other questions of the hour are less personal, but no less urgent. What kind of citizen of my community, of my country, of my planet am I to be? What, beyond my private good, has a legitimate claim on my attention and my effort? A colleague of mine named Andrew Del Banco, a one-time commencement speaker here at Ursinus, wrote a book a few years ago about the American college. In it, he discusses a note he found written by a senior at a small Methodist college in Virginia in the spring of 1850. After hearing a lecture by the college president that left him troubled and apprehensive, the young man went back to his room and made the following entry in his journal. "Oh, that the Lord would show me how to think and how to choose." This prayer-like statement is one that I think many of us feel today, and that I would guess you, who are about to enter a new and expansive stage in your life, are feeling with particular poignancy. Oh, that the Lord would show me how to think and how to choose. You have experienced college under extraordinary conditions: a global pandemic, a near breakdown of our democratic system, a darkening horizon as to the fate of our planet. We have entered a period in human civilization of unprecedented ruptures and discontinuities. We have crossed critical thresholds in artificial intelligence, in gene editing, and in global climate change that cannot be reversed and which have no parallel in human history. The only thing we know for sure is that the future is going to look very different from the past. What is our place? What is your place as the culture's educated elite before this situation? And if you're not used to thinking of yourself as the educated elite, you should realize that there is no other, that is you, and that that's what the rest of the world correctly takes you to be. What does living in this moment in history, in this place in the global civilization, demand of us? What do the better angels of our nature that Lincoln invoked on the eve of the Civil War call upon us to do today? What do they enjoin us to do, and how do they enjoin us to live? Martin Luther King Jr. famously said that the arc of history is long, but that it bends towards justice. I like to add that it does not bend by itself. We bend it towards justice. Let not the weight of the questions I have raised this morning dim the brightness of the hour. What we celebrate today is the promise that you represent, the promise of the unique and as yet unimaginable contributions that you will make as you put your shoulders to that arc of history. Thank you.
Roosevelt Montas, born in a small rural town in the Dominican Republic, you came to New York just before your 12th birthday and found in the pages of a discarded copy of Plato a new world and freedom. This freedom is the result of what you identify as the basic task of a liberal education. Quote, to cultivate the life-altering disposition to look inward even as one looks outward. Ursinus's 4 questions are geared toward this same goal. As a senior lecturer at Columbia's Center for American Studies and the director of Columbia's Freedom and Citizenship Program, you live your commitment to make this type of transformational education accessible not only to those who desire it, but also to those who may not yet know they desire it. You model for us, for me, the hope and promise of liberal education that we too often take for granted. You persuasively argue that liberal education can address long-standing inequality and put, quote, crucial tools for social, political, and personal agency into the hands of those who need it most. Liberal education, you have taught me, is not about guiding students in a particular direction. It is about helping them to build and use their own compasses. For you, many of the texts that are a part of Ursinus's common intellectual experience are invitations to join vibrant, centuries-old conversations that help participants cultivate the discernment they need to lead meaningful lives. You see the revolutionary power inherent in reading together and exchanging ideas about what is good and just and beautiful. Your life's work is a love letter to the generation sitting before us today, a letter that insists on the unsurpassed value of understanding and advocating for what we owe to ourselves and to each other. President Hannigan, because of his exceptional contributions to liberal education, the accessibility of this education, and the democracy sustained by liberal education, I am honored to present Roosevelt Montas that you may confer upon him the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
Roosevelt Montas, it has pleased the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Ursinus College to adorn you with the honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. In the name of Ursinus College, I confer upon you this degree, and together with all the rights, privileges, and insignia which throughout the world pertain to this degree, in testimony whereof I present you with this diploma and invest you with a doctoral hood.
Reverend Dr. Leslie Copeland. As an ordained minister, published author, and steadfast leader in ecumenical and justice movements, you embody faith, fortitude, and fair-mindedness. With persistent and conscientious devotion, you have performed vital labor to address some of the most pressing issues of our time, including poverty, environmental stewardship, healthcare, education, immigration, and racial conciliation, among others. As former director of the Ecumenical Poverty Initiative, you lent your prophetic voice and participated in collective action to fight for the end of poverty. Likewise, in your directorship of the Ecumenical Advocacy Days for Global Peace, you shepherded the annual gathering of your fellow Christian advocates and activists to speak truth to power on Capitol Hill by promoting the innovative and courageous policies needed to realize God's promise of peace. Currently, as Chief Operating Officer of the National Council of the Churches of Christ in the USA, a board member of the One America movement, an active participant in Grace and Race Ministries, and Associate Minister of Alexandria Alfred Street Baptist Church in Alexandria, Virginia, you fiercely embrace the role that Reverend Adam Taylor, borrowing from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., bestowed upon you as a transformed nonconformist, a faith leader who is committed to social transformation by speaking out against injustice, showing up in the world for the most vulnerable, fostering the beloved community, speaking life, justice, and righteousness for yourself and for others. In your published writing, you invite your fellow faith leaders to examine their lives truthfully and carefully, encourage them to continue growing spiritually, and inspire them to hold courage, commitment, and compassion at the core of their leadership. President Hannigan, because her evangelism, activism, and intellectualism so fundamentally cohere with the principles that Ursinus College strives to instill in our students, including being responsible and thoughtful thinkers, living creatively and usefully, and providing leadership for their society in an interdependent world, I am honored to present Reverend Dr. Leslie Copeland so that you may confer upon her the honorary degree of Doctor of Divinity.
Reverend Dr. Leslie Copeland, it has pleased the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Ursinus College to adorn you with this honorary Doctor of Divinity degree. In the name of Ursinus College, I confer upon you this degree, together with all the rights, privileges, and insignia which throughout the world pertain to this degree. In testimony whereof, I present you with this diploma and invest you with the doctoral hood.
Good morning. Thanks. If there's one thing I've learned over my 4 years here at Ursinus, it's that you can't count yourself out. We don't know yet what we are fully capable of, but we do know that we hold the power to impact the world in a way that makes us proud. And now it's time to decide how we're going to do this. So, I'd like to propose a new core question. What's your wildest dream? Our world wouldn't exist the way it does if people didn't have big dreams, wild dreams, the type of dreams that make people scoff and say, "Yeah, right," to whom we respond, "Watch me," because the only thing more powerful than a person with an idea is a person with an idea and an insatiable appetite. And I don't think I've ever met an Ursinus student that doesn't have an appetite, figuratively and literally. Who knows dreams better than the Philly icon, Meek Mill? Meek Mill is a Philadelphia born and raised rap artist who went from freestyling on street corners to running East Coast street rap. Mill is known by many for his second album, Dreams Worth More Than Money, thus continuing the dream theme in his work. However, it was his song Dreams and Nightmares that quickly became a Philly anthem and sprung Mill into the spotlight. In his anthem, Mill raps about his accomplishments thus far and dreams for the future. Mill faced poverty and jail time. However, this didn't stop him from pursuing his dreams to change the rap game. In this song, he even says, quote, "I had to grind like that to shine like this. I go and get it regardless," end quote. If you're thinking, Charlotte, how am I supposed to figure out what my big dream is and where do I even begin? You can start by asking yourself 2 questions that may sound familiar to you. What should matter to me, and what will I do to get there? I can provide for you the most basic answer. You should set challenging goals and do not be complacent. No matter the challenge, no matter the controversy. Remain persistent, stubborn even. When I think of dreams, goals, and tireless effort, the first person to come to mind is civil rights legend Martin Luther King Jr. King said that, quote, "The measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of convenience and comfort, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy," end quote. This quote represents how goals should be uncomfortable, how we should have to push ourselves to get there, because when we are complacent And when we settle for what's in our comfort zone, we cannot grow. No matter how uncomfortable the country was with the idea of equality for all humans, King kept moving, kept pushing to awaken our national consciousness. I like to look at challenge as opportunity. Maybe it's a mental hurdle you're up against. Take Michael Phelps, for example, the most decorated Olympian of all time. On screen and in the pool, his success might have seemed effortless. However, Phelps was vulnerable and dealt with depression and substance abuse. Multiple DUIs led Phelps to check himself into a rehab facility so he could take time to reflect and to heal. Phelps then wrote a book titled No Limits, The Will to Succeed. In it, he explained how he dealt with post-Olympic depression and feeling lost after he had completed the one task he had been working towards for the last 4 years. I bet many of us can relate to this feeling of having worked 4 years to get us where we're sitting today. Maybe you know the next step, and maybe you don't. But either way, that's okay. In an interview with Comeback Podcast, Phelps emphasized that it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to have to search for purpose. He says, quote, "Every day is different, and every day brings something more exciting. I want to be prepared for everything," end quote. There might be people who try to dull your shine, who approach you with negativity, but don't let them make you feel as though you need to change. Unconventional is fun, and unconventional people keep life interesting. For example, Banksy is an artist and political activist that has been bending traditional fine art standards through his unique art form that some would consider graffiti. Banksy does not provide any explanation for his artwork, which cannot be constrained by typical labels. What makes his artwork so inspirational is how it emerges from social debates and combines the viewer's interpretation and life experiences to challenge perception. Continue to push the envelope, regardless of how you may be perceived. You don't always need to explain yourself. We are the Ursinus Bears. Not only are we dreamers and hungry, we're also bold and resilient and adaptable. Since we arrived at Ursinus, we've been asking questions like, was there anything good at Wiz tonight? Did they fix the printer in Olin yet? How many dining dollars do you have left? Although those are very important questions that we are all familiar with, there are 4 more that have and will continue to take us through every journey. Each challenge you face and each victory you conquer, continue to ask yourself, how can I understand the world? How should we live together? What should matter to me? And what will I do to get there? After every course I took here at Ursinus, I found myself asking, what can I do with this class? How can I incorporate what matters to me into my work? I was lucky enough to attend a college where my professors cared about me as a human and as a professional and encouraged me to follow my passions. If you ask me what I'm doing with my life after we exit stage left, my answer will be that I want to help people and help make the world a better place. So, I hope my confidence and energy touches each one of you in the audience the same way Ursinus has inspired and touched me. Take this energy and share it with the person sitting next to you or the person you meet tomorrow at the grocery store. It's sharing moments of celebration that makes being a human so special. And remember, the Bears will always have a home in this den. Congratulations, class of 2023. Dream big, don't shy away from challenge, and never let them know your next move.
President Hannigan, in 2021, following the tragic death of a student, the faculty of Ursinus recommended, and the Board of Trustees accepted, that any Ursinus student lost in the course of their studies would be memorialized with an honorary degree at the commencement ceremony of their class year. This year, we so recognize Nicholas Bolero with the awarding of the degree of Bachelor of Science ad honorem. I am now pleased to present in succession the candidates for the various degrees. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise and come forward? President Hannigan, I take pleasure in presenting the students who have completed the requirements prescribed by the faculty for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Julian Barocas. Colette Carosella, cum laude. Vincent Joseph Carosella. Natalia Rose Cope. Connor Timothy Donovan, summa cum laude, Distinguished Honors in Mathematics. Rachel Elizabeth Grossbauer. Claire N. Parley. Ella Rose Weiss Spencer. Summa cum laude. Mary Ann Abraham. Ian Thomas Abrams, summa cum laude, Distinguished Honors in Biology. Terry Joseph Adams. Michael Daniel Adelson, summa cum laude. Michael Patrick Alberto. Svyatoslav Alexandrovich. Mallory Allison Alfieri, magna cum laude. Blanca Stephanie Andrade. Arthur Alexandru Artene, magna cum laude. Rachel Ann Arthur, summa cum laude, Distinguished Honors in International Relations. Mustafa Tierno Balde. Annabelle McCormick Baldi, magna cum laude, honors in environmental studies and international relations. Mason Banks. Trinity Monique Banks. Isaiah David Battle. Samantha R. Beckman. Joshua G. Belder, magna cum laude. Ethan Michael Belleville, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Benson. Stephen Benson. Nathan Simons Berger, magna cum laude. Richard M. Berger, summa cum laude. Zachary Elliott Berry. Haley Elizabeth Bestricki. Matthew Aiden Bevan. Hannah Irene Bierling. Kyle Alikoff Blaze. Molly Bloom, summa cum laude. Thomas M. Bakudo. Jacqueline Rose Bogan. Harrison William Bonani. Tara Faye Bonnets, cum laude. Joshua E. Bowman. Emily Rose Bradigan, magna cum laude. Paige Gabrielle Bristow, magna cum laude, honors in biochemistry and molecular biology, honors in politics and international relations. Margaret Ann Brown, magna cum laude. Austin J. Brzicki. Mackenzie Lorena Buckley. Cassandra Jane Burke, summa cum laude, honors in biochemistry and molecular biology. Anthony Martin Caballar III. Andrea Christina Cando, cum laude. Jordan N. Cassius. Eileen E. Castillo. Kayla Michelle Kamite, summa cum laude. Holly Louise Chambers, summa cum laude. Lara Jones Champion. Ethan Edward Charney. William Harrison Chenoweth. Ayub Sharadi. Casey Marie Cohen. Jeffrey Michael Kochi, Jr. Noah Thor Coleman, summa cum laude. Ava Marie Compagnoni, magna cum laude. Rachel Ann Konhoff. William Francis Cook, cum laude. William Anthony Catone. Jalen Juwan Cox. Katie Lynn Cressman, cum laude. Terry Ortiz Cruz, Jr. Taylor Noel Cusick. Michael Vincent John Dadazio, Jr. Isabel D'Alessandro. Isabel Rosalie Deal, magna cum laude. Alyssa Mackenzie Delorme, summa cum laude. Anya Malay Demota. Kevin Joseph DePrince. Melanie DeRosa, summa cum laude, honors in neuroscience. Samira M. DeShields. Carly Justine DeSpirito. Erin Elizabeth Devine. Nicholas Joseph Diaz, cum laude. Evan M. Dietrich. Aaron K. Drebushenko, summa cum laude. Dahlia Daphne Dunst, summa cum laude. Mia Elizabeth Durkin. Elizabeth I. Elliott, cum laude, honors in history. Dallas Lamont Evans. Tyler C. Falco. Nicole Lizette Fandino Pachon, magna cum laude. James Fells, Jr. Abigail Rose Ferguson, magna cum laude. Benjamin Michael Ferrito. Lamar Rasheen William Fisher. Sarah Kate Fisher. John R. Flynn, magna cum laude. Kate Isabel Foley, summa cum laude, distinguished honors in English and theater. Katrina Ann Fulmer. Alexandria Ray Fowler, summa cum laude, honors in environmental studies. Emma Grace Fox. Kirsten Nicole Frederick, magna cum laude. Max Curry Gadsden, magna cum laude. Timothy J. Garamore. Serena Rose Ayana Gaskin, magna cum laude. Marie Nicole Gazio. Jonathan Conrad Gurman. Kayla Marie Gibson. John J. Ginley III. Justin Matthew Giordano. Alex Bernard Goldsby, magna cum laude, honors in biology. Avraham Shalom Goldschmidt, magna cum laude, honors in biochemistry and molecular biology. Reese Goodlin. Zachary Charles Gorman. John Grandremo. Patrick Gregory Gray, magna cum laude. Michael Ryan Green II, magna cum laude, honors in business and economics. Eric Matthew Greenwald, summa cum laude. Samuel Gregory, summa cum laude. Marco Daniel Grenda, summa cum laude. Solomon Luke Griffith, magna cum laude. Jacob P. Grist. Jacob Aaron Grobman. Brett Tyler Gross. Vincent Ha, summa cum laude. Kylie Rose Halco. Letitia Lynette Halliger. Layla Margaret Halterman, cum laude. Kira E. Handel. Anthony Hands. Jolie Leslie Hannibal, cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Harris. Muhammad Suleiman Harris. Simone Catherine Harris. Sarah Elizabeth Houghton. Alexandra A. Heasley, summa cum laude, honors in economics. Madison Riley Heinberg, magna cum laude. Michaela Rose Heisler, cum laude. Benjamin Anthony Henwood, cum laude. Kevin Mason Hoffman, summa cum laude. Timothy William Holzapfel. Etienne Gabriel Hopkinson. Christy Giovanna Hrinishak. Magna cum laude. Ryan Christopher Hughes. Connor Alexander Huth, cum laude. Claire Marie Hines, magna cum laude. Diane Margaret Imboden, magna cum laude. Michael Post Johnston. Natalie Kofert Jump, summa cum laude. Emma Elise Kale. Rishab Drithvan Kancharla. Elizabeth Tori Candler, summa cum laude, honors in economics. Ashley Marie Kelly. Andrew J. Karras, cum laude. Drishti Kandawal. Hira Afzal Katak, magna cum laude, honors in neuroscience. Samantha Rose Kiesling. Sung Chan Kim, summa cum laude, honors in biochemistry and molecular biology. Devin Page Kimball. Jason Thaddeus Kleintz. Rebecca Corey Klein, summa cum laude. Maya Knappenberger, magna cum laude, honors in neuroscience. Bradley Kocher. Alexander Scott Koenig. Joseph Michael Kolinich, cum laude. Ben Allen Naya Kona. Zoe R. Kondravi, magna cum laude. David R. Kratz, magna cum laude. Samuel Edward Kraus, cum laude, honors in biology. Aiden Kreitz. Grace Colette Cruson, magna cum laude. William H. Kruger, summa cum laude, honors in chemistry. Olivia J. Cooklands, magna cum laude. Rebecca Hao Yi Lam. Matthew Dominic Lamb. Robert James Lamoureux. Morgan Elizabeth Laster, summa cum laude. Amanda Ray Laux, summa cum laude. Alyssa Michelle Lawson, cum laude. Hannah Nancy Lee, summa cum laude, honors in East Asian Studies. Thomas Lee. Luke Andrew Lesher, summa cum laude. Samantha Michelle LeVay. Sean Matthew Lyden. Ling De Xuan. Jonas Ling. Jenna Marie Lawsey, cum laude. Brooke Claire Ludwig, summa cum laude. Alexa R. Machado. Meredith Sambos Maciel. Emily Barbara McKinnon. Michael Flynn McGargy, magna cum laude. Daniel Ryan Maloney. Samuel Austin Mamber. Noah Alexander Mandel, Distinguished Honors in Physics. Naomi Daniela Marin, magna cum laude. Amanda Nicole Marley, summa cum laude, honors in biochemistry and molecular biology. Alyssa Paige Martin, cum laude. Elliot Lee Matson, magna cum laude. Kyle Patrick Maurer. Michael T. Moss. Alexa Rhodes McCall, cum laude. Richard Gerald McDonald. Kira Renee McEntee. Elizabeth Claire McKenna, summa cum laude. Allison Sharon Meekum, summa cum laude. Anna Patricia Mefford. Dylan S. Melby, magna cum laude. Ishel Jacqueline Mendez. Alexandria Emma Messinger. Emily Karen Michaels, magna cum laude. Austin Claire Michaels, cum laude, honors in environmental studies. Alexis Nicolette Miller, magna cum laude. Andrew Roy Mintzer. Trevor Brock Mislin. Jordan Ann Moore, summa cum laude. Catherine Heath Moore, summa cum laude. Samantha Rose Moore. Jose Luis Wilson Morales. Rhea Elizabeth Mount. Is he here? Okay. Jeremy Patrick Moyer, summa cum laude. It's all right. John Carl Mueller. Joseph Robert Mullen. Casey Daniel Murphy. Gary James Nagel, cum laude. Emily Brittany Nash. Dominic M. Nattle, cum laude. Tyler Michael Neal, summa cum laude. Olivia Grace Negro, summa cum laude. Evangeline Grace Nesledge. Zachary Ross Newman, magna cum laude. Matthew Nieves Hoblin. Miles Dylan Noecker. Jacob Rizard Nowaki, magna cum laude. Jared O'Connell. Ryan Joseph Odgers. Eric Lars Oyert. Jake Christopher Oyert. Haley Quinn Olson, summa cum laude. Annabella Elizabeth Orsini, Distinguished Honors in Physics and Astronomy. Catherine Elizabeth Cantor Owens, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Lee Owens, summa cum laude, honors in development economics and international relations. Zachary Pacheco. Julia Lynn Payano, cum laude. Abby Painter, cum laude. Amanda Gabrielle Panati. Thomas Mark Pancari. Alexandra Lynn Panetta. Matthew Augustus Parias, cum laude. Amy Lee Parzanis. Jessica Sage Patterson, cum laude. Patrick Patterson Zuber. Maya Victoria Peel. Gabriela Nicoletta Pengos. Eddie Pham. Amir Juan Pickens. Julia Ann Pearson, summa cum laude. Addie Grace Plummer, cum laude. Alice Lucinda Poindexter. Liam Thomas Powers, magna cum laude, honors in physics. Jack Richard Puzinska. Matthew Michael Quigley, magna cum laude. Cameron Rafalco, magna cum laude. Julia Rakowski, magna cum laude. Morgan Lee Raleigh, summa cum laude. Gavin David Range. Catherine O. Renzi. Emma Joy Reuter, magna cum laude. Casey Marie Ricci. Brian Gerard Riendo, Jr., cum laude. Carly Nicole Rodriguez, magna cum laude, honors in neuroscience. Romeo Rodriguez. Delaney Ann Rogers, summa cum laude. Jessica Leanne Rogers, summa cum laude. Chase Hudson Rondeau. Jennifer Margaret Ronzoni, summa cum laude. Nina Rosario. Laura R. Rothschild, summa cum laude, honors in health and exercise physiology. Jacob Rowland. John Ruane. Tori Savannah Rubin. Evelyn Elizabeth Rubino, cum laude. Katie Faith Sandfield. Ryan Hawken Savage, cum laude. Kyle T. Schaefer. Nicholas Paul Schnars, cum laude. Peter Andrew Schoenberg. Craig Victor Schrager, cum laude. Ryan M. Schreffler, cum laude. Adriana June Schwint Thompson. Emily Rose Selfridge, cum laude. Bhagat Singh Sembi, summa cum laude. Prakash Singh Sembi. Galadwan Jean Setnet. Sean Thomas Sharrow. Dylan Todd Brown Sims, cum laude, Distinguished Honors in Physics. Benjamin Walter Shostin, summa cum laude. Aston Manning Smith, cum laude. Brandon P. Smith, magna cum laude. Jenna Danielle Smith, cum laude. Nicole E. Smith, cum laude. Thomas Paul Snipes, cum laude. Destin Ray Snyder. Robert Reed Snyder. Thomas John Wayne Stanton. Peyton James Stanziani. Mia Elizabeth Starowski. Evan Howard Stinson, magna cum laude. Matthew Ryan Sy. Sarah Elizabeth Sims, cum laude. Zara Rose Tabakan, summa cum laude. Daniel Robert Tabor. Samuel Connor Taffet, cum laude. Brian Michael Tague, magna cum laude. William Robert Tatlong-Harry. Harry Gerard Thomas. Dylan Thorne. Lindsay Margaret Kimmel Thornton. Benjamin Quinn Tobias. Taylor Nicole Tobin. Avery Peters Tomio. Phoebe Neat DeVoe Tompkins. Anthony Vincent Trezera. Jordan Elizabeth Olsch, summa cum laude, honors in biology. Maxwell Anthony Valeriano, cum laude. Meka Mary Varghese, magna cum laude, honors in art history and medical sociology. David Vasquez, cum laude. Claire E. Velti, summa cum laude, distinguished honors in international relations. Isabella Janet Villegas, cum laude. John Alexander Wagner. Justin Patrick Wajda. Luca Joy Walburn, magna cum laude, honors in biology. Shanley A. Watterson, cum laude. Quinn Daniel Watson. Lauren Mackenzie Weaver, summa cum laude. Ashley Hope Webster. Paige Emily Weidman. Scott Joseph Wankowitz. Isabel Judith Westman, magna cum laude. Dakota James Huerity. Jessica Catherine White, summa cum laude. Rebecca Catherine Whittam. Stephen Gary Wilkins III, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. Savannah Carmen Willard. Caitlin M. Willis. Diana Abigail Winner, magna cum laude. Kalina Maria Witkowska, magna cum laude. Allison Rebecca Wolf. Emma Lynn Wood, magna cum laude. Vanessa Renee Worley, cum laude. Maddie E. Young, summa cum laude. Charlotte K. Driver. President Hannigan, these are the graduates of the class of 2023.
Will all of the candidates please rise and remain standing for the conferring of the degrees? Acting upon for the Board of Trustees of Ursinus College, I confer upon each of you the degree appropriate to your course, namely the Bachelor of Arts degree or Bachelor of Science degree, together with all of the rights, privileges, and insignia which throughout the world pertain to this degree. Congratulations. So I could keep you standing while I deliver my remarks, but I think, why don't you guys just have a seat? All right. You're welcome. All right, good morning, class of 2023. Obviously, today is a joyous occasion, and I want to take a moment to extend a special welcome to your family members, your loved ones who are joining us here today, and those who are at home watching us on live TV, live stream. Don't forget about those guys as well. Thank you, honored guests, Dr. Roosevelt Montas and Reverend Dr. Leslie Copeland, for sharing your illuminating words of wisdom and setting the course for this ceremony so appropriately. I want to also acknowledge all of our students who spoke and read this morning, and also during yesterday's baccalaureate. You know, commencement exercises are a blend of the past and the present, right? They're steeped in tradition, they usher in new beginnings. The one in which you're entering now, this next chapter, is wrought with challenges. These days, we are part of a society where those challenges can only be solved with new and exciting innovations. You know, like my 3D printed sneakers that were made by Carbon Board of Trustees members. Thank you. But also, you know, at first glance, we think of technology. Certainly these shoes make it easier for me to walk. But we always think of technology as making our jobs easier. But in that regard, I want to remind us that today is a celebration, not just for the individual achievements, but for the larger values that you brought here. As liberal arts students, as you've heard today, it's all about human knowledge and supporting your exploration from history to literature to science to philosophy, and bringing all that you have learned to think critically, communicate effectively, and approach your problems with an open mind. Today, I want to remind you why an education is so valuable and how I think it can help make a difference in the world. As we've seen in the past year, our society faces challenges from a pandemic to social justice and environmental degradation. These problems require collective action, and they cannot be solved in any one group or just one individual alone. As liberal arts graduates, as you heard this morning from our speakers, you're uniquely equipped to contribute to the common good. You've learned a lot about the world from different perspectives, and you appreciate diversity, and you understand how to work collaboratively. You understand that progress comes not from tearing down those who disagree with us, but from finding common ground and building coalitions. I urge you to use your education to be stewards of your communities and to seek out opportunities for service, leadership, and to make a positive impact in the world. You've worked hard, and you should be proud of what you've accomplished, but remember that your education is not just about what you've learned, it's about how you're going to make the use of that knowledge and make the world a better place. As you move forward, be curious, be compassionate, be committed to the common good, and have the confidence to make us proud, because I know that you will. You know, at the beginning of this speech, I talked about technology and how it can inspire us, right? And as an entrepreneur, as a scientist, I'm someone who's really excited by technology, hence my sneakers and other things. But I wanted to let you know that that passage was actually written by AI, or as ChatGPT. And Mark Ellison and I apparently had the same idea, that we'd just dump some ideas into ChatGPT, it gives us an answer. You know, and that's innovative, that's cool, but there's something lacking from the sage advice of good old ChatGPT, right? I know that if I were you, I'd be wondering, like, wait a minute, why did I take all these classes and write all these papers if ChatGPT could do it for me? Isn't that the shortcut we all need? I would say no. My intention really wasn't to fool you into thinking that I would write such, well, I mean, I hope I wouldn't be that boring when I write stuff. But nothing really comes from having a computer with no emotions, no connections, no reflective capabilities write our perspectives on this day. At its core, you know that your Ursinus education and the Quest curriculum taught you to solve problems, and that to do that, you have to first ask questions. And that's really not something ChatGPT or any other AI can do. You have to actually ask the questions for it. It really only works if you have really good questions anyway. So if ChatGPT lacks human connection, goodness knows you built human connection while you were here on this campus. Sometimes a little too close when we came back to campus and you had to live in your family groups or your pods. But those real human connections are actually going to bear out as you go forward, no matter what. The mind is a curious thing, as you know, and it doesn't just want to know, it wants to explore and expand. Because of the pandemic, we learned and better understood so much more about the economic costs and racial inequalities in this country. The Delaware Indian tribe has taught us to better understand community and our perspectives on well-being. By thinking across disciplines, we understand how communication and psychology and change management are all fundamental to solving the environmental problems, especially right here in the Perkiomen. You're going to succeed not just because you're generic like a ChatGPT and conventional, but because you are original. Because the questions that you know how to ask change daily. And so the prompts that you give ChatGPT and its response would also change daily. Be curious and explore the world. Be a lifelong learner and remember that life is not as easy as upvoting on Yik Yak, although I do want to say I am looking into the goats. And also remember to be true to yourself. Seek out a way to live together with understanding and not bias. Think about how your actions impact one another, and then go and do good things. You've proven already that you have an innate ability to withstand change and adapt to the unpredictable. That's a very good thing because we can't script our lives, and we also know that the future before us is one that we expect you here at Ursinus to define. I want you to also take the opportunity to be brave. We saw some folks cross the stage bravely today, too. Make sure that you do things like ugly cry at your inauguration, like I did. Lay the foundation that you want to have in the world that you want to live in. And that's something that you can't simply do with a computer. Although, if you're a Matrix fan, you might think that you could do it with a computer, in which case I should give a different commencement address. Today, I see a class that's undeniably Ursinus. As I wind down my first year as your college president, I've learned a lot from you. You have changed me, and I'm a different person than I was a year ago. You showed tenacity and resilience, and that's what the world needs to address unimagined challenges for the future. And for that, I am incredibly thankful. So congratulations to the class of 2023, and good luck. Now, as a way to recognize the dedication and commitment of the entire Ursinus faculty, we also honor 3 of our own professors, each representing the highest faculty ideals of mentoring, teaching, and scholarly achievement. The first award is the H. Lloyd Jones Jr. Award for Excellence in Mentoring and Advising. This award was created in the honor of Lloyd Jones, a member of the English department from 1947 to 1988. I now invite last year's winner of the Jones Award, Professor Christian Wright, Associate Dean for Civic Learning and Assistant Professor of Philosophy and Humanities, to announce this year's winner. Professor Rice?
It is my great pleasure to announce that this year, the H. Lloyd Jones Jr. Award for Distinguished Advising and Mentoring is awarded to Dr. Lynn Edwards. Professor of Media and Communication Studies. Dr. Edwards, please rise and remain standing. An Ursinus graduate herself from the class of 1988, Dr. Edwards continued on for her master's and PhD from the Annenberg School of Communication at the University of Pennsylvania. She returned to Ursinus in 1997 to teach in the Media and Communication Studies Department, achieving the rank of Associate Professor in 2003 and Professor in 2010. Dr. Edwards' teaching and scholarship is wide-ranging, working on topics such as race and gender representations in social media and the cultural impact of Facebook, to teaching a class on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Dr. Edwards, your commitment to the well-being of our students is extraordinary and, dare I say, legendary. You have mentored them in your roles as first-year advisor, academic advisor, Kriegler professor and mentor, and of course, as a professor in media and communication studies. One student writes that Dr. Edwards believed in me and my next steps more than I believed in my own. The first moment I met Dr. E, I was in a very lost place as a first-generation student attending a college where I felt I did not belong. Her mentorship during my first year led me on a positive path that I am not sure I would have otherwise followed. I will forever be thankful for her and her guidance. Another student writes, as an advisor, she is always on top of her game. She creates a connection with each one of her students, and I don't know where I'd be without her. Students have mentioned the way in which Dr. Edwards instills confidence in them to pursue their dreams, encouraging students to pursue their own creative projects. For example, under her guidance, 3 students this year created their own podcast to enhance the visibility of important campus issues that have often gone unnoticed. Dr. Edwards is there for students every step of the way. One student describes her as a light in my life and the biggest cheerleader in my corner. Dr. Edwards, I would like to extend to you the college's most heartfelt congratulations on this well-deserved achievement.
Our next award is the Laughlin Distinguished Teaching Award. I now invite last year's Commencement Teaching Award winner, Stephen Kolowitz, Assistant Professor of Health and Exercise Physiology, to announce this year's winner. Professor Kolowitz?
The next award is the Laughlin Distinguished Teaching Award. Where are we at here? I'm sorry. This year's winner of the Laughlin Distinguished Teaching Award is Lisa Grossbauer, instructor. Instructor in the Department of Mathematics, Computer Science, and Statistics. Professor Grossbauer joined the Ursinus faculty in 2013. I'm supposed to tell you to please rise and remain standing, but you're already doing so. Students praised Professor Grossbauer's empathy, pedagogy, and professionalism. One student wrote this: Professor Grossbauer provided a different perspective on how I wanted to use my major and what I may be capable of. She would do little things like consistently tell me that I was doing well, and she was proud of how well I was doing considering different challenge I was dealing with at the time. Here's another student comment. Professor Grossbauer had a very helpful pedagogy for teaching challenging subjects such as Calculus 2. She did things like have us watch her homemade videos explaining concepts ahead of time in order to make more time for going over examples during class. She would then use that extra time to allow us to ask questions, not only to help clarify information, but also to explore our curiosities and reduce stress during class. On the first day of Calculus 2, Professor Grossbauer had us solve a math puzzle and work together to discuss the solution. It's the initiative she takes to encourage her students to think beyond the material and without stress over the work that makes her stand out as an exceptional teacher. Please join me in acknowledging Professor Grossbauer's achievement with a round of applause.
Our final award is the Laughlin Award for Professional Achievement. I now invite last year's Laughlin Award winner, Enzade Keita, Professor of English, to announce this year's award. Professor Keita?
It is an honor and a privilege to present Dr. Nicholas Schofield as this year's recipient of the Laughlin Professional Achievement Award. There he is. Please rise and remain standing. After completing a BA from Western Michigan University, where Dr. Scoville also received an MS in mathematics, he went on to earn an MA and a doctorate in mathematics at Dartmouth College. Dr. Scoville joined the Ursinus faculty in 2010, and in his time here has since modeled an academic ideal of productive scholarship, engaged teaching combined with mentoring, and rigorous administrative service as department chair for mathematics and computer science. Having arrived with considerable teaching experience, Dr. Scoville has served students by teaching numerous courses at every level. Those pursuing independent studies in mathematics have found a mentor in Dr. Scoville as he consistently advised such projects every year from 2011 to 2019. His frequent supportive collaborations enable Ursinus students to present the results of their research at national conferences, preparing them for professional pursuits and acceptance to top-tier PhD programs. In 2019, Dr. Scoville authored Discrete Morse Theory, a pivotal achievement of research he developed over more than a decade. He began publishing articles on topology and Morse theory even before completing his dissertation. Individually and within a team of scholars, he's continued to publish and present consistently, expanding his investigation in recent years to address innovative undergraduate teaching practices in mathematics. His service to the American Mathematical Society and the Mathematical Association of America is exemplary in roles too numerous to mention. Consequently, Dr. Scoville has established himself as a prominent voice in theoretical and applied mathematics, nationally and internationally. The success of his clearly passionate research and involvement in intellectual community building has made him a sought-after panelist and workshop leader at scholarly gatherings as far-flung as Japan, Morocco, Italy, and Poland. Moreover, those in his field have recognized Dr. Scoville's many achievements and contributions to collaborative research, mathematics education, and professional excellence with awards and grants. For example, in 2020, an article of his received the Paul R. Helmus Lester R. Ford Award for Expository Excellence from the American Mathematical Monthly. Support has come from the Mellon Foundation. Dr. Scoville secured 2 significant awards from the National Science Foundation, notably a Research Experience for Undergraduates grant It served underrepresented students in the summer of 2021 with, quote, enormous success, according to colleagues. In nominating Dr. Scoville for this award, his colleagues note that he is, quote, the first to write a comprehensive, undergraduate accessible book on discrete Morse theory, a field now gaining traction and applications. They further describe him as quote, active, persistent, and a strong, well-represented research mathematician. This summary only scratches the surface of Dr. Scoville's professional achievements. It is with great pleasure that I present this year's recipient of the Laughlin Professional Achievement Award, Professor of Mathematics, Dr. Nicholas Scoville.
I also would like to thank the members of our faculty who are retiring this year after many years of dedicated service to our academic community. Robin Clauser, Professor of Modern Languages. Catherine Goddard, Professor of Biology. Stuart Getz, Professor of Philosophy. Nanzadi Keita, Associate Professor of English, Coordinator of African American and Africana Studies. Let's give them a round of applause. Family and friends, you may have noticed that some of our graduates are wearing a red ribbon, and that means that they have given a gift to the annual fund of Ursinus. Giving back to Ursinus continues to be a long-standing tradition of supporting future students. Thank you for honoring those who have supported you and those who will join our community in the future. Let me now commend the entire class of 2023. But permit me to acknowledge the members of the class who participated in the ceremonies last evening and this morning. Aileen Castillo, Naomi Marin, Serena Rose Gaskin, Robin Nader, Julia Piano, Maya Peel, Evan Stinson, Zara Tabakin at the baccalaureate, and Charlotte Driver and Michael Green at today's commencement. Thank you. The 150th commencement celebration of Ursinus College is hereby declared closed.
Thank you.